Can you see me? Can you see me? Let's go into my channel. Hi guys. I'm kind of liking it. All right, so let me figure out. I gotta go to my channel. I gotta see what I'm doing so I can make sure I have the video footage in the right way. Sure, I have the. Okay, I need a. Okay. Hi guys. Hello. You'll have to excuse my place. It is a mess. Still, today's the day to clean. And before I hop in the shower, get ready, because I like to clean when I'm clean. It's weird. I wanted to show you guys a very, very fun way to give yourself a little color onto the skin without having to use, like your typical full coverage foundations or any foundation that you have. We're heading into summer, and there are a lot of people who are going to be tanning this year, and they're going to be changing in color, and a lot of times your foundation towards the sorry, I just saw that my video paused for a second. I went, oh no. So once you hit towards summer, your foundation color changes, and you want to figure out a different way, and you want to wear lighter stuff. That's just what it is. Sorry, I'm like totally distracted right now. Pop out chat. There we go. Hi guys, how's it going? How are you doing today? Okay, so anyway, it's the summer. What am I trying to say? It's the summer. It's time to, lighten up the makeup. And I know there's a lot of pool parties and beach parties. It can go both ways. You can, go to these parties with a fun amount of makeup on. If you're not going to get wet, it's totally fine. But then there are the other people. There's other people who don't want so much makeup on. Do you know what I mean? You want it to keep simple, but you also want to look darker, because maybe you tanned your body, but your face, for whatever reason, is just not collecting color. And that happens to a lot of people. So today I'm going to show you a couple of steps that you can take to darken up your complexion. And I'm going to be using the MAC Face and Body today to show you that it can be done. I actually like to use this on my legs because I am so pale. And I get made fun of all the time when people see my legs, and they're just like, what are we doing about this here? Are we going to be changing this? My complexion is different colors everywhere. My face is light, but sometimes it gets a little color. My arms are extremely dark for me. They get the most sun, with driving and being out in the sun a lot. I'm definitely so much more darker at the top than I am at the bottom. The bottom is extremely pale, and then my legs are lighter than this. So it's just like I'm a collection of colors. And it's really nice to use Face and Body to just even everything out, because I do like to look darker. It's one of my favorite things. And summer is my time to shine when it comes to this. Hi, guys. So if you are here, please make sure to say hi in the chat box so I know that you are here. And you are more than welcome to ask questions all throughout this live chat stream. Just know that because it is YouTube and they still haven't gotten this whole live thing together, there's going to be about a 10-second lag with me responding to your comments and stuff, or even seeing them. So right now I'm putting on the Caudalie Venosource Moisturizer everywhere. With Face and Body, I find that it's best, if you're going to use it on your body as well, is to moisturize before applying. I mean, it's just like any other cosmetic product. You want to make sure your skin is moisturized and hydrated and all that stuff. So don't get caught up in the language. I had somebody ask me if, I haven't replied to that comment, if moisturization and hydration creams, are they different and stuff. And it's honestly, you guys, it's a marketing thing. Don't get caught up in the language. Just make sure your skin is soft and supple with a moisturizer. It could be a hydrating one. It's just a terminology that a lot of companies use to kind of make you go, I need that one too. Hi guys. Do you try to tan laying on the beach? I don't try to tan, actually. I do travel. For the past 5 years, I've been traveling with my work, working on various television shows, and we work outside half the time. So I do get sun from being outside, but I don't like to actually lay out in the sun, because the sun is really bad for you. And make sure you guys are using your SPF. It's very, very importante. I'm not going to use SPF right now because I'm just going to hop in the shower anyway. But I am going to do a full look for you guys because I want you guys to see. And I'm having fun with this whole live thing. I really am. So Okay, so at this point, after you put on your moisturizer, any kind of moisturizer, pop on your SPF, and then play with your face and body. I'm gonna go a step extra and use the strobe cream again because I really do like mixing strobe cream with face and body. I believe MAC came out with smaller bottles of this product, which is great for kit. Carrying these things in your kit were these are massive. So having to carry multiple colors is just big. So I believe now the bottles are smaller. I just have this giant bottle to get through. So I'm going to do so today, hopefully. It's gonna help me get through this bottle today. So strobe cream is great because this gives you a nice little highlight onto your entire face and it shows through the complexion nice and pretty. You know, it's really hard, Teresa. So your question is, what is the best primer for extremely dry skin? I have dermatitis and my skin is so flaky. What are you doing for getting your skin to be hydrated again? It's really more about skin care versus trying to find the best primer to even out the skin. Unfortunately, with dermatitis, are you on a medication to help that at all too? Because a lot of it does boil down to what you're doing to actually take care of the skin. Primers, gosh, it's not like you're painting. Do you know what I mean? Like, no primer is really going to alter the texture of your skin. It's just cosmetics, you know? So, and when you use a primer, you're really only supposed to use a very, very thin veil of product. So for me to, it's hard for me to recommend products via the internet because I can't see your skin. I don't know what your skin looks like. I don't know how your skin reacts throughout the day, you know? And I usually tell everyone, it's an unfortunate thing, you have to try things out for yourself, you know? But for extremely dry skin, gosh, I honestly don't even like to use a lot of primers on dry skin. I feel like they more often than not, they enhance a lot, you know? A lot of primers aren't very hydrating on the skin, and so they don't work as well. I only use primers, to be honest with you, when people have extremely oily skin to kind of mattify the skin layer. So really focus on your skin care products and using things with like hyaluronic acid to help, you know, get that hydration back in there. And yeah, I know there's a lag. I'm sure you're probably typing something right now, but yeah, I'm sorry, I can't really recommend a specific individual product for you because everyone's skin and everyone's everything works differently. I would just say if you really wanted to use a primer, try multiple ones out. I believe there is one that is supposed to be a hydrating one. Do I still have it? I might not have it anymore. I think it's by Smashbox. It says only hormonal. I use a moisturizer from the dermatologist, but it's not enough, I feel. Okay, try using a serum before you use your moisturizer. One of the favorite serums that I like, oh, it's in my bathroom, is the Caudalie SOS Thirst Quench Serum. That stuff is bomb, and it's great for people who have eczema too. It's a great serum that you would use before your moisturizer, and that is great for hydrating and getting that moisture back into the skin. And a serum works fantastic because the molecules of a serum are a lot smaller than a moisturizer. So they sink into the skin further and it helps replenish that skin a little bit better. So try the serum, and that may actually help a little bit. But as far as cosmetic wise, I never really had that great of advice because it's cosmetic. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just makeup. Primers, you know, for super dry or textured skin sometimes work, but to be honest, I find that they don't. I know, it's kind of like a, what? I don't really use them. I don't. But drink that water. I know it sounds so cheesy, but yes, drink that water, hydrate, use a serum, and then your moisturizer that you use from your dermatologist. And hopefully that'll help a little bit. But Caudalie is pretty bomb when it comes to serums and stuff. What would you suggest to be a good primer if you had to give an opinion? You guys, you can't. Like, that's the thing, is that you have to just use it for your, I don't, I have 3 or 4 different primers that I use. I use Ren Perfect Canvas, Makeup Forever's Step 1 primer. I use MAC Matte Mattifying Gel. I use Peter Thomas Roth Mattifying. There are so many products that I have in my kit that I go to, but at the end of the day, I never know until I'm actually on that specific person's skin. And even then, when I use specific products, sometimes they don't work. And sometimes you have to start over. So it's really a matter of just going into a makeup store to go, let's see if this one works for you. But my favorites so far have been those ones that I said, you know, the Peter Thomas Roth, the MAC matte formula. I do like it, but it has a huge slip to it. There's a lot of silicone in it. So, and the Makeup Forever one is pretty tough. It almost has a tack to it. So it just depends on what you like, you know? And that's why I say you have to like go into the store. I wish I was there with you. I wish I could be there with you so we can go shopping together, but it's really hard for me to do it via the internet. It's just like, I can't color match you via the internet. You know, like, I look like about your color. No, I could never tell you, you know? It's the same concept of that. I hope that's sort of kind of helpful. Oh, the NYX, the pore filler I've tried, which I do like. Let me get going with this. I do like that, but I think you guys are don't get so caught up on primers. I promise you don't really need it if you use makeup properly with the right tools, you know, according to your own style and how you apply your makeup. Primer is just, to me, in my opinion, a filler product that you have been taught to believe that you need. You don't need primer. You really don't. So, how's it going, guys? Face and Body's your favorite? Fantastic. So let's get started on Face and Body. So Face and Body is a super sheer foundation. It's not waterproof or anything like that. So if you are going to get wet, it will come off. But it is something that is really nice. I mean, I think it's supposed to be water resistant. I don't remember. This is such an old school product. I think it's supposed to be like if you get a splash, you're okay, but if you do submerge in water, it will come off. It's not waterproof, but it is really gives you a nice sheen, and it's really beautiful on the skin. It's very lightweight, it's very sheer, and it's perfect for the summer, and it's perfect for altering the color of your skin. So I'm going to use a beauty blender today, and we are going to darken myself up. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So this is C6 Face and Body. And as you can see, C6 is quite dark. But what you do is by shearing it out, it gives you that tan. If you did this with foundation, you would really see the difference in what your skin color would be, and it would look fake. That's why I love Face and Body so much, is because you can apply this, but it's still sheer enough to allow your skin to show through. So it ends up looking more like a realistic tan. And that's one of my favorite things. C6 is pretty dark. Again, I use this a lot on my legs because I am so pale. But I'm gonna show you guys, you know, I'm only gonna do one side so that you can really see the difference that this foundation does. And I'm only using MAC's Face and Body today, but you can use any sort of face and body product from any brand, and it should give you this similar effect. So this doesn't really layer up, but it does help blend out. So you're not going to get any sort of coverage from this product, but if you do layer it, it's going to help you give an even amount of shade. The Smashbox primer, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. It's blue. I believe that's it's supposed to be the moisturizing primer. You love using it on the legs? Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Gosh, it's a blue, the Smashbox primer is blue. It's like a baby blue. And I don't remember what it's called. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. But again, I have different skin than you do. So it may work for you, probably. So do you guys see how the complexion has completely changed on one side of my face? Can you tell on here? You gotta make sure that if you're doing this, you gotta get like behind your ear. And I want you to see the difference. Look how light I am compared to what I've done. And if I'm out in the sun and I am doing whatever it is, I get this dark. I can be this dark naturally. I just don't stay out in the sun long enough to experience it. I ought to. I think this year I want to get darker. I really do. Would Face and Body make a good liquid bronzer for super fair skin? Yes, but I wouldn't layer Face and Body on top of foundation because you can alter foundation. Because this is so sheer, it may disrupt what you already have on your face. So I would use Face and Body just by itself or as that layer, almost like your first layer, and then go in with like a spot treating concealer just to kind of still give that soft, fresh face, no makeup look, you know? So you could apply it only on the bronzing portions of your face. It would work. I wouldn't go as dark as I would. I would probably do, depending on your undertone too. They have C's and N's. I'm using a C because I do like to, I like to enhance the golden undertones in my skin, especially when I'm altering my skin color like the way I am right now. I do like to go golden, but they do have N's, which stand for neutral. This is cool. And depending on the undertone, I would just do like maybe a couple shades darker. I wouldn't, if you're really, really fair, you have to be careful when it comes to using bronzers, right? So I would do maybe like an N2, 3, depending on how fair you are. But yeah. But this is super fun to do. Like if you're gonna go to a pool party, but you're not gonna get in the water. I've done this before. Because I do like to look a little bit darker. I will put Face and Body literally all over my body. I will just give myself this coat. Because to be honest, there are some times, like the past couple of years, it's taken a very long time for me to get dark. I don't know why. My skin's like rejecting the sun. I'm like, no, what happened? Pero what happened? I don't understand. There you go. And look at that, instant tan. Without having to worry about going in the sun, you know? Let me put a little bit more. And I'm gonna stop right at my neck because I want you to see the difference in what my skin color actually is around my chest, like down here, my décolleté area, compared to what I just did. I'm sorry the lighting changes with this mirror. It's just like this little cheap Daiso mirror that I broke. But it works. So I'm gonna do a full look for you guys because, you know, there's more to it than just putting this on and then trying to do the rest of your makeup. It's like, oh wait, what? Okay, so now that your skin, oh God, I wish it was like this every day. I would do this every day. It's a lot of work, but I would do it every day. Oh, beautiful. Love it. This one isn't, okay, I know you said this one isn't waterproof. Is there something you could use with it to make it more water resistant, or would you just have to use something heavier? Actually, if you want to play with some stuff for science, there are a lot of products on the market that make things waterproof. I think Makeup Forever has this thing called AquaSeal. You could try to mess with it, but Makeup Forever also has a Face and Body formula as well. I don't know if their formula is waterproof or not. I mean, that's a quick Google search away. But AquaSeal is like a mixer that you can mix with your products that makes things waterproof. You could do that. I'm pretty sure that there are Face and Body products out there that are completely waterproof. But let me, you know what, since we're live, and let me just verify that the MAC Face and Body is or is not waterproof, because that will be pretty dope. Boom. Let's look at the features. Satin finish and sheer coverage. Okay. Let's see. Details and benefits. It's a long-wearing formula, but that's about it. It says sheer buildable coverage, but that's pretty much like what I was saying, is you can add more layers, but to help distribute the color evenly, but it won't add coverage. But that's what concealer is for. That's what I'm gonna do today. But yeah, there's Makeup Forever's AquaSeal. Cosette has a waterproof product. Where is it? I think I have it here. Yup. So Makeup Mixology by Kazette, Rocky Kazette. If you've never heard of Kazette before, I really strongly advise you guys to check out their eyeshadows and their brushes because they are amazing. They're my favorites now. But this Makeup Mixology product, if you mix this with with his eyeshadows, it's just like stained. It just turns it into this ridiculous thing. I think for science one day I'll go on Periscope and I will mix these two together to see if it works. But a makeup is a science. So when you use the stuff on yourself, you're going to be testing things out. You know, you're like your own guinea pig. So I would say pick up something like this or the Aqua Seal from Makeup Forever. But there are mixing mediums that you can use to mix with your products to make them last a little bit longer. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow. But yeah, let's continue on. So concealers. So now concealer is a thing. You've made yourself look darker and now you want to just treat certain spots of your face. You know, maybe you still want the under eyes to look a little bit lighter, but you're not going to use your normal concealer. So what you can do is you can use a little bit of concealer that you already own mixed in with the Face and Body to darken it up a little bit, or you can use a darker concealer. So depending on what you have, sometimes we have a collection of products in our arsenal that just didn't work. And we still kept it for whatever reason. Maybe a store wouldn't accept returns or whatever. And that's what I'm gonna bank on today. So I'm going to use the Naked Skin Concealer. This is medium light. It's a bit deeper than what my normal concealer is. My normal concealers, I use colors like porcelain, you know. I like the brightness. And I believe this one, let's see, let me put this on real quick, let me see. Yeah, this will work perfectly. So what I'm going to do is take my Beauty Blender and dab this into the wand, and then use this to lightly apply this darker shade of concealer underneath my eye. And I'm doing it this way because the Beauty Blender has a little bit of the foundation on in the sponge, and I want to make sure that the concealer sort of matches my complexion as far as the texture is concerned. So sometimes a concealer will be, you know, too heavy or too thick or too matte. You want to make sure everything flows together because you don't want to have a patchy face when you go to said party or wherever you're going. So that's why I like to use the Beauty Blender. It'll help with that whole look. So even if you are using your normal concealer, you can have a little bit of your Face and Body, kind of put Face and Body a little bit within the sponge and then go into your concealer, and then you'll have that blend of two colors and it will be pretty nice. So I'm just going over some of the spots that need a little bit of concealing. I have really, really dark hair, so right under on top of my lip, I will always have a shadow because I don't wax my lips. I don't wax anything because yikes, I'm scared that people are gonna ruin my skin. No, thank you. As an esthetician, no, thank you. I just don't want my layers of skin ripping off like that. So I don't wax. And because of that, I do have this dark layer of a mustache, or what appears to be like a mustache. And I haven't thought about laser treatments because I mean, I'm not there yet. I don't care. At the end of the day, I just don't care that much. I'm already 34. I'm already set in my ways. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Look at that. Yes. Can I be this dark forever, please? Anyone have any other questions and stuff? How are you guys doing today? What are you guys up to today? This is so different than Periscope. And I say that every time I'm live here. Periscope is pretty fun when it comes to the chattiness. It's so hard because of the lag. And I guess somebody told me that it's really hard to type here. There we go. Cover up that sunspot just a little bit. There we go. See? If you wanted to use more coverage, just go ever so slightly. Still with the Beauty Blender. But just do it ever so lightly and slightly and whatever right under here. Again, you don't want to go full coverage because face and body is very, very sheer. So using the Beauty Blender is going to soften that up. There we go. All you're doing is just color correcting. You know, you're not, this isn't a Instagram glam look. You want to look like you're ready to go and hang out in the sun, you know? Do you get the super chat money? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I would hope so. You know what's so funny is that I still need to learn about YouTube Live. This is my, third time going live. And I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure that anything about the super chat, that's like tips to me, from what I understand. I'm sure YouTube in some way collects some sort of percentage, but I'm sure a lot of it goes to me. I should look that up. That just goes to show you that I'm like, oh yeah. I'm just doing this because I'm having fun. Okay, let us continue on, shall we? What palette should I use? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm gonna Google that too. Who gets the super chat money? Thank you for knowing what it's called, because I would have not wanted to Google it. Should I use the Heat palette today? What's a good palette for the summer? I think Heat would be fun. Dun, dun, dun. Heat? Okay, I will do the Heat. Super chat, blah, blah, blah. How does super chat work? You give money, and then your comment will remain pinned to the top of the chat for up to 5 hours. Whoa. Keep in mind, creators can blacklist certain chat words and ban harassing viewers. When someone goes live on YouTube, who gets the money? The YouTube creator receives all super chat contributions. It's basically another way for creators to make money. Ah, thanks YouTube. Oh, that's nice. Well, guys. Thanks for supporting my channel. I appreciate all of you. Dun, dun, dun. The Naked Heat palette. If you do not have this, why? It's amazing. You need it. I love this. This is the one product that I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna get a palette, you should get the Heat palette. I really do love this product. I do. Just as much as I love the Urban Decay Beach palette, I love this one just as much. So we're gonna bust this out, and I'm gonna use these 3 shades. They are the first ones to call to me for this specific look. Let's do it. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I am going to also integrate the Beach palette. These 2 are my go-to. I travel with this one. I don't travel with this Heat palette. It's way too big and bulky. I do have the mini Heat palette. Is it here still? No, it's in my travel case. I travel with the mini Heat palette, and then I travel with this one because this is so beautiful. But I really love this color. I think my favorite color in this entire strip is Blaze because it has this pink shift to it, and it's beautiful. So I want to use that today too. So yes. Let's play. Let's play. Okay. With this look, actually, I'm not going to use a primer because I do like the softness of everything. So we're going to skip that. What? No primers? No primers. Okay. I'll use this one. Why not? I'm going to use the brush that actually came in the Heat palette thing. I hate when companies do dual-ended brushes. I'm not a fan because I store my brushes upright. I don't know anybody who's, how do you store this? You know, like, I guess, yeah, keep it in the palette, but I mean, anytime that I get gifted a dual-ended brush, I'm just like, gee, thanks. I just can't, I don't use them. They're really hard for me. But yeah, so it comes with a dual-ended brush, which has essentially the same kind of brush on both ends. I mean, yeah. I would like to see more of like a more dense brush, but whatever. We're gonna use this one. Yeah. If this was like a little bit more dense, that'd been dope. That'd been dope. But let's go into Blaze, which is in the Beach palette, and we're going to just go in raw and apply Blaze right at the very, very top of my brow. gets so quiet. When there's no music allowed. That's the hardest part about going live on YouTube, is that I want to be able to have background music, because I always have background music. So I apologize for the silence, but it is what it is. For crepey lids, I would do, sometimes I get a crepey lid and I almost feel like it's a moisturizing thing. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And that is when maybe I would use a primer. The Urban Decay primer potions are pretty good. I used a Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I liked that one. But sometimes the crepiness just peeks through no matter what, you know? And it's annoying. But, oh, you know what you can use? Use Max Paint Pot. Yes, I think those would work. Don't use the shiny ones because they will accentuate it. Use the matte ones, like Painterly. I don't remember the other ones. Painterly, and try MAC Paint Pot to see, you know, if that works for you. But yeah, the crepey stuff is, I hate it. It's annoying. Taking it easy today. I had my lipoma removed on Monday. You did? I had mine removed a couple weeks ago. It was maybe 3 inches below where yours was. Wow. Ooh, I feel your pain. I really do. You guys, a lot of you on YouTube have no idea. I had a lipoma about the size of half of a baseball in the back of my neck, which is another reason why I didn't really, there's just a lot of reasons why I'm gone. But anyway, it was gigantic and it was annoying and I could never wear my hair up in a ponytail. I had it for 3 years and it just kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And I got to about the size of about half a baseball. And it was intense. It was really intense, and I got it removed by Dr. Sandra Lee, who is also known as Dr. Pimple Popper on Instagram, and it was amazing. And yes, she did film it, and yes, it will be on YouTube, and yes, it will be on her Instagram eventually. And yeah, so I have to say that the entire process was easy to do. I had to be awake for the whole removal process, but the worst part of the entire surgery was the bandages. So if I had advice, if you get, I don't know what's up with the neck area, but I had horrible reactions to the adhesive on any type of bandage. I didn't know that I was so sensitive in my neck area because I wear band-aids all the time. I mean, I get hurt a lot. So I had chemical burn from the adhesive. This side was the worst. It bubbled up even. It felt like it was on fire. It was the kind of pain that if you barely touched it, it would send this fire wave. Oh God, it was awful. So take it easy when it comes to your bandages. Sorry, I'm looking this way because this is where my chat box is on my computer screen. But yeah, take it easy when it comes to your bandages. Oh God, that was the worst. And the sleeping is just like, I'm so glad that's over. But you know, the sleeping gets easier, I think, like the second, third day in. Sleeping starts to become easier after a surgery like that. Gosh, I feel your pain. Congratulations for getting it removed though, because it was just gonna get bigger. How big was yours? I mean, she went in there. She was like digging. I couldn't watch it. I actually went live on Instagram during my surgery, and I was surprised she let me go live. And I tried to watch it, and I kid you not, you guys, I had a panic attack watching it. I couldn't do it. I started to freak out, and it just made me think that I was in more pain than what I actually was. It was crazy. I'm that person, so. So, all right, we're gonna move on into this color called Swast. And I'm using a fluffier brush this time. And I'm applying this into the crease. So this look is almost like a soft wash of color, you know? Again, if this is more of just like that super clean but delicious makeup look, this isn't about trying to be completely Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot you can do the whole cut crease thing and all stuff all you want, but you ain't getting that from this channel. Sauce. Oops. Oh, there we go. Oops, sorry guys. That was weird. Hopefully it comes back. I got a phone call and did not expect that to happen. I'm streaming from my phone. I need to make sure I turn like airplane mode off. Are you guys still in here? I need to make sure that you guys are still here. So let me know, comment in the chat box below or on the side or wherever you have it to let me know that you're still here. Otherwise I have to probably start this whole thing over again. Along with the lag, I have to deal with the lag. Yes, okay, yay! Oh gosh. Hi guys, thank you. Okay, good. Jeez Louise. If I get another phone call, I'm so sorry. Just stick with me and we'll get through this together. Anywho, where was I? Hi guys. Hello. Hello there. So again, soft wash of color. Just a nice little look. Nothing too crazy, but yes, of course, if you're that kind of a person, totally do it up with your cut crease and your heavy eyeshadow. You can use a primer to make these shadows pop even more, but we're trying to do soft, beautiful, lay by the pool, but still look like you're on point look. So that's sauced, and from sauced, I'm going to jump down and use this brush again. And I'm going to use Lumbre right here. Okay. Lumbre is going right here on my eyelid. I'm just sort of pressing this onto my eye. If you're using a good shadow, it's going to last. I really like the Urban Decay shadows. Right now, my favorite eyeshadows are made by Rocky Cosette. And Makeup Forever, I would say, also has good eyeshadows. A lot of these shadows do not need a primer to work, as you can see. Yes, of course, if you have oily eyelids, they do stand a higher chance of just fading out. I have oily eyelids, but I carry on anyway. But I'd never have an issue of my eyeshadows completely wiping off. If you are going to the drugstore and you are purchasing eyeshadows for like $1, of course they're not gonna stay. They're really cheap and they're not using quality ingredients. So that's what you kind of have to keep in mind. Yeah, some of this is kind of expensive, but you are getting a better quality for the most part. So sometimes more expensive does not mean better quality, but in this case, it does. Am I still living in Nevada? I live in Phoenix. Any tips for skin care, makeup when you live somewhere? And I'm 99% sure humans were not supposed to live. No, I moved back to Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles now, and I should do like a tour once I clean up this place. Ugh, there's so much stuff everywhere. No, I live in Los Angeles now. Super tip from living in Vegas: wear sunscreen like it's your clothes. You know, don't go out naked. That sun is hot in Arizona and Nevada. I mean, it hurts. Does anyone else notice that now? How the sun is just kind of painful? You go out in the sun and I don't remember it like that. And I think it's because, water. Please, just keep drinking water. I can't stress this enough. Even now talking about water, I'm thirsty. And that already tells me that I'm dehydrated. So I need to drink more water. That sun hits your skin like a needle nowadays. I remember when it was the 80s. I'd be outside and I'd play all day long and it was totally fine. I never felt the sun the way I feel it now. The sun feels like when you're in the car and the sun's coming through the window and it's kind of burning your skin. That's what it feels like outside nowadays. So yikes, it is piercing your skin so much harder nowadays. So yes, drink a lot of water to the point where you're sick of drinking water. That is appropriate. And wear your sunscreen. You have to. It's the only way that you're going to survive it, because otherwise you're going to get leathery skin by the time you're 40. God, please no. Okay, maybe 50. Maybe 60? Ugh. If you're not careful, it happens though. Some of my people that I know that are my age have starting to get it, and I'm like, girl, it happens. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like 108 here, and it makes me wonder what on earth I'm doing with my life. Look, I loved Vegas when I lived there. I should probably plug in my phone. It's gonna die soon. I loved living in Vegas. It was great for what it was at the time that I was there. Would I move back? Huh. I don't know. But the heat is what I don't miss. And you know, we'd have I got so used to it though, and I didn't break a sweat till it was like 1:15. So that's the truth. I did not start sweating until it was about 1:15 outside. Then I was like, all right, it's hot now. And we got up to like 120. So yikes. Yes, I'm an early 80s baby, and the sun does seem harsher, right? Like if you compare, I don't know if there are 80s babies in here. I was born in 84. I don't care. I'm 34. So I was born in 84, and I just feel like the sun started to get really painful, hot within the last 10 years, I think. Because I do not remember being outside going, oh shit, like I'm just at the mall, leave me alone. Oh my God, it's painful. So yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's move on because this is, I'm eventually going to be here for like 3 hours. I do love going live, by the way. I feel more comfortable going live than making a video and editing it for YouTube. You know, there's a difference. True difference. Okay, so I'm going to use Ember, which is the very, very last color in this palette. And using a dense brush, I'm just using the very, very tip of the brush to apply this underneath my eyes, right on that lash line, sort of like an eyeliner. But again, I want to use the powder just because it's softer. Or you can use a soft colored pencil like Costa Riche. I never know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Riche. I think it's Costa Riche by MAC. Or Teddy eyeliner. Those colors are pretty similar to what I'm doing right now. Using a soft brown if an eyeliner is more of your you know, taste. Ta-da. Maybe a little bit on top too. Just pat that in. Sort of like a smoky liner. Get a little bit of color. It helps to keep your eye open when doing something like this, so you can see exactly where the shadow is going. And when you're talking to your friends or whoever you're with, you can actually see what it's going to look like. So keeping your eye open when doing your makeup on your eyes, like your eyeshadows and stuff, it's actually quite beneficial. A lot of people close their eyes their entire time. I'm like, you can't see what's going on. So, there you go. There, instant eyeliner with the powder. Yay. Okay. 90s baby, and you agree? Yes. All right. So far this is extremely lightweight. I love this stuff. Okay, good. I'm just making sure that I'm not forgetting anyone's comments and stuff. Okay, so now, because I still have my skin pretty moist, I didn't use any powders, I'm gonna have some fun. Sorry about the squeaky squeak. Get over it. I'm gonna have some fun with highlighters. So now that we've darkened the skin complexion, we're trying to bring back some life into it. And I'm going to use this for a first time. In theory, this will look beautiful. This is the Giorgio Armani Fluid Sheer. It is a sheer pinky highlighter that you can use. You can use strobe cream on top of your face. Other alternatives that you can use to do something like this is the NARS Illuminator. There's also a dupe for the NARS Illuminator. It's the NYX. You guys have seen it. I'm sure you have. It's a pink one, and then there's like a bronzing one. It's like a liquid illuminator. I prefer this one. When you compare the two, they're made completely differently, completely different. But this one has a softer sheen to it. It's not as gritty as the NYX one, and this one is like the higher version of this one. So I wanted to use this product for the longest time, and now finally that I remembered, I'm going to use it. So what I'm going to do is apply this to the high planes of my face to bring in that nice little sheen. So I'm going to dump this out into my palette. And again, same beauty blender. I'm just going to apply this and kind of, so you have your residue of your face and body. I'm just doing it right on top of that area because again, I don't want this to be a striking difference from what I already have on my face. So I'm applying this illuminizer. Oh, that's pretty. Ugh. So it's almost like enhancing that strobe cream that's underneath your foundation and giving you that nice glow, that J-Lo glow. Yes, come through. I do like this a lot, actually. Beautiful. I always forget to use this product. So as you can see, this side, I'm waiting for my lag to show up on my computer. Oh, you can't really tell it's flat, but it's a little more flat where you have this side that the light just really, really bounces off. That sheer. It's hard to tell on an iPhone screen. But in real life, this is gorgeous. So again, you can use any sort of illuminating product. I do like this because it is sheer. The NARS and the NYX products, they have a little bit of color to them. They do have a little bit of pink. They're a little thicker in consistency, whereas this Armani one is just, it's sheer. It's completely sheer. Here we go. And then right here in the jaw. So that way in some lights, you won't see it, but some ways it'll capture when you're out in public. It looks really good. A little bit on your ear. There we go. Beautiful. Then when you have everything completely covered with your face and body, you can take this onto, like, for example, whatever leftover you have. You can take it onto your collarbone. So I would put some on your collarbone down here to kind of give you off that same thing. And you can also finish it off right here. Can you tell them all about the glow? And because it's sheer, you're not going to see any color, but you are going to get that beautiful yum, yum, yum. Okay. Yay! You can see the glow? Good, good. This is really pretty. I like this a lot. I've been trying some Giorgio Armani products, and I just haven't been completely gaga about them, I have to be honest. I tried the face fabric, and wasn't for me. I've tried the other two foundations they have. I like Luminous Silk. It's pretty, it's a lightweight. It's pretty much like the Face and Body foundation. It's all right. I can see how people like it a lot. And then there's also the Power Fabric, which is super intense and super, you know, high coverage. But I like the Dior better. I like the Dior long wearing stuff a little better. And I have other products that I like, so I'm just like, ah. But this was really nice. Do I have drier skin? I do. I tend to be normal to oily, and I feel like I would turn into a grease monster with that. Yes. So you may not like it because this is very, very dewy. It does have that moisture within these products. You can set this all with a powder, but there's a chance that if you were to set this with a powder, and you've already used these luminous, really pretty, brilliant products, it's gonna go matte. It's gonna go dull. And it's gonna turn on you. Muddy. It'll turn muddy. So be careful when using powders, you guys. I would just set it with a powder towards the center if you have oily skin. But you can try to use a primer just on the places where you would get oily. Like, for example, the Makeup Forever primer. What you would do is use your fingers and just place it ever so lightly right in the center where you normally get oily. Your nose, your cheeks right here, maybe down here, and then right up here. You don't have to put it all over your face. You don't need to do that. So, and make sure you're using a very, very light veil. And just know, guys, that if you are going to use a primer, you can't layer a primer. You know, if you feel like it's not working hard enough, you can't add to primer, because what's going to happen is the primer that's layered is just going to slip off. So primer sticks to your skin, and then anything else on top of that is just going to slide right off because there's nothing to stick onto. So you make sure that you're using a very, very thin veil of primer, because if you're trying to use a lot, your makeup's going to slip off and it's not going to work. So you have to make sure that you're using your fingers so that you can tell, okay, it's smooth now, it's softer, it's matte, it's done. You don't have to layer on primer. That's the purpose of using primer. So, hi Lana, I was searching for a foundation earlier and saw me. This is Bly from Milby. Oh, hi Bly. Oh my God, Bly. Do you still remember me? I do remember you. Oh my goodness. I have people from all over. Oh, how cute. Dude, where have you been? Where have you been? Yay! So I have people who follow me from Periscope, and then of course, I know! Holy shit! And then once upon a time, there was this thing called live video, and I was always streaming live on live video. Oh, you know the gang is still on Facebook. How fun! I can't believe it. Anyway, so it's fun seeing all of my old friends. How fun! Ah, that's cute. I like it a lot. Hi! How random! Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, so moving on. We did the Luminous Silk. You know, I'm making sure that I come back here. Okay, I'm back. I never get phone calls, but when I'm doing something, I get all the calls in the world. Please, please. Anywho, all right, let's continue on. So, powders. So to show you how to set with the powder. Now, when you're setting with the powder, because you have all this gorgeous luminosity going on your face, if you set it with the matte powder, you're defeating the purpose of having gorgeous skin. See what I mean? So, we're going to use a powder that has more of a satin finish versus something like a Studio Fix by MAC. It's matte. Avoid the matte powders. Do something that has more of a softer satiny finish, like for example the Extreme Control by Dior. I'm also going to, I don't know if you can use this wet or not, but for science, let's try it. I'm going to use the back of the Beauty Blender, and I'm going to tap into the powder. And as you can see, I just have a light amount going on. And what I'm going to do is just pat this in underneath my eyes. And that really is the only spot that I want to set with my powder, and then go on top of it like this with my luminizer. It's the only thing that I really want to put powder, because for me and on my skin, that is the one thing that does shift all the time. And that is the one place that needs the powder. Maybe a little bit here because I get a little weirded out when my nose is too shiny. So we just do a little bit, and I'm pressing it lightly and sort of rolling it onto the skin. So it's not like it's a lot of coverage. It's a very, very subtle sheen of powder. And that's it. You don't need a whole bunch. Just ever so lightly. And then you can go back in with the more moist side of your sponge and just go over it to sort of melt it back into your foundation and complexion. So there we go. That's it. You don't need the brush, the nonsense. Just use the Beauty Blender and it'll work just fine. Now, that's another thing I want to mention too. This Dior powder, it was a little bit darker. This is more of my summer color, and I have my lighter powder. So if you are going to use your original powder that's lighter than this, you also want to use it very, very sparingly because of the lightness. But if you have a darker powder, wait. If you're willing to invest in all this stuff to make yourself look darker without actually going in the sun, this is the look for you. That's basically what I want to tell you. Okay, let's go into some bronzers, shall we? Ooh, should we do, since I didn't, should we do a liquid bronzer? What? A bronzer on top of already doing a darker complexion? Yes! Do I have one? I do! Fluid sheer. Interesting. Let's see how this works, shall we? For science! It's great to see you too. I hope you have a good day. I know. I totally forgot that moist people don't like that word. Moist. Sorry, I did it again, didn't I? Oops. Okay, I did 1 drop of the fluid sheer. This color is number 10. Okay, there's no color. Number 10 by Giorgio Armani. This is supposed to be a bronzer, but already looking at it, I'm like, that's my complexion shade. But hey, let's continue on. So this is the very, very tip of the Beauty Blender. And doing a patting motion. I've darkened my skin so much that it doesn't even show. Well, I guess it does a little bit. It is true, these are sheer AF. I would probably suggest, if you didn't want to go through this whole shoopla of changing your skin with face and body, you could just mix this in with your normal foundation. Ooh, that's pretty, actually. Ooh, it's very, 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 very subtle. But this is nice. I see it. I see it. The very, very corners. There you go. Oh, what is this right here? Good thing I caught that. And make sure everything's blended evenly. It's so hard for me to do my own makeup. I can't see. I've said this in my last live chat. I can't see my face. I actually have to wear glasses. So it's easier for me to do makeup on clients than it is myself because I can't see. Okay, so that bronzer's out. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's use a powder bronzer this time. And this will be the MAC. I really like how this is used wet anyway. So, this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Shooting Star. They have similar colors if they don't have this anymore. And what I'm going to do is use the Beauty Blender with this product. And I'm going to pounce this onto my skin. Yeah. And sort of give myself the starting point for blush color. Look at that. All this makeup just to look natural, huh? Can you imagine that? Makeup is such a lie. I mean, it would take a lot less time because you wouldn't be talking like I am. You know, in the whole process. You'd be focused on getting ready. A look like this, I mean, doing everything that I'm doing would probably take you about, honestly, 20 to 30 minutes once you get it down. You can do it in 20. But if you're like me, who talks a lot and I listen to music and I just kind of, to me, doing my makeup every day is sort of a ritual. So I can take up to an hour doing it. I can. Especially if I'm live. My God, for sure it's going to be an hour. Oh, this is so pretty. I wish it was this color every day. What the hell? So the mineralized skin finishes, they can be used wet or dry, but I really do like applying these on top of foundation that hasn't been set with the powder yet, which is why I'm kind of focusing this mineralized powder just on my cheek and then in my temple area because I didn't put powder there. I put powder everywhere else. But this is really, really beautiful. And you can layer this up as you go. There you go. Whoops. Put this away. Let's go into a blush. This is almost like a full-on tutorial with just a Beauty Blender. It's kind of amazing. Kiko. All right. Kiko is another brand that I do like. I like their gel black liner. It's pretty black and it's super creamy. I do like it a lot. And Kiko has specific products that are like, But this one I'm really, really obsessed with. The Smart Blush. Yeah, it's called Smart. That's the color. This is a really, really pretty shade. Again, don't know if this one can be used wet, but for science, we are going to try. Back of the Beauty Blender. And this is going to carry on that peachy tone from your eyes down to your cheeks. not that much is good. I probably should do this for an actual YouTube video so that you guys can see the actual colors, because the resolution from a live stream is so not the same than actually shooting video. Yeah, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. What do you guys think so far? Do you like me going live here on YouTube? Let me know that too. And if you're watching the replay, let me know if you like watching the live replays, because that's also interesting to know. All right, brow time. Brow time, brow time. That, isn't it a beautiful blush? Smart. That's what it's called. I'm gonna start off with the outer corners of my brows. So we're gonna go underneath first. I hope you guys can see this. I can't zoom in because I have the front facing camera on right now. There we go. Excuse me while I try to focus. My eyesight. I sort of feel like lately my brows have been harder to do because I can't see. So I'm just doing the outer portion of my eyebrow because I want this look to look a little softer. I just need a little bit more structure because my brows kind of fade out into nothing. So I add the thickness back using the Spike pencil. And Spike pretty much, it's by MAC, it pretty much matches my eyebrow color, which is why I use it. I use Spike and Brunette. Brunette's a bit lighter, but I use Brunette to kind of fill in the color, whereas Spiked, I'll just use that as my structured color. I don't know, I don't know how to pronounce things or describe things. So, there we go. Just a good solid line underneath. But I'm not gonna fill in this portion of my eyebrow. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it go natural. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use taupe, a taupey shade, a lighter shade of a brow gel to fill it in. So I'm gonna wipe it off because most brow gels need a good wipe. This is by Senna. This is taupe. I like Senna's brow products. I really do. The colors are gorgeous. And then start off in the middle. That's where most of your product comes off your brush, and then work your way forward. That way you're not accidentally putting way too much product on. There we go. Ta-da! Mascara time! This is the goods. You gotta bust out with the goods. Let's curl. I'm ready to go to the pool. I love the look of you going live. Oh, yay! Thank you, Monster. Wipe off the excess because even with mascaras, it's the same thing. I think it's this brush. It just collects a lot of product. So you need to make sure you wipe this off. That's super important. If you feel like your mascara is clumping on your eyelashes, it's because you have way too much product on. Well, it could be the formula, but make sure you're wiping off all that excess. I mean, look at that. That's a lot. Ooh, L'Oreal, you are not playing. I'm not going to want to wash my face in the shower. I'm so enjoying this look, even for myself. I mean, look, I'm the kind of person, if you invite me out to an event, I'm going to wear a shit ton of makeup. Okay? That is the truth. I may not wear like Insta glam looks, but I still go nuts and I still use a lot of color, and my makeup is very, very heavy in person. I do like a lot of stuff on my face. I'm okay with it. But right now, I'm living for this natural. This is so freaking lightweight. It nearly feels like I'm not wearing anything at all, and I'm in love with it. I just want to get invited to a pool party now. I would probably throw on lashes with this look and then I blink a lot into my mascara. I very rarely do this whole side to side jiggle thing, but I like to blink into my mascara. You live in Michigan and you have a pool. You guys go in Michigan, you guys go swimming when it's like 40 degrees outside. You're all nuts. You guys are so accustomed to cold weather that 40 degrees is warm for you. Oh. This is danger zone. I'm going in without wiping the brush. You know, with makeup, the most upsetting part of it is, you guys, there are rules that you should follow, and then you need to toss those rule books out the window. It's kind of annoying. A lot of people get caught up in, if I can get real with you for a minute, a lot of people get caught up in the names of products, you know, like moisturizing and hydrating and replenishing. What's the other one? It's all essentially the same word. You know, a lot of brands will come up with the same products, but give them a different name, just so you're like, oh, wait a minute, but this one is the replenishing cream. I need the moisturize. It's like, you guys, it's all just a marketing thing. And don't get caught up in the names of products. And a lot of times people are giving out wrong information, or not wrong information, just misleading information, you know, like the whole primer thing. I just feel like a lot of people rely on primers. They think that primer is going to make their makeup last longer, and it's like, no, makeup is really good nowadays. A lot of foundations are fantastic and they stay on all day, and you don't need a primer with them. But, you know, marketing, they found that product that's like, oh, everyone's gonna want this, you know, everyone's gonna need this, and we're gonna tell them that you need it, you know, and you don't. You really don't. I promise you this is gonna last you. Unless you have extremely oily skin, this is going to last you, because oily skin will oils will break down the makeup. But if you don't, my skin, I said earlier that I had dry skin. I don't have dry skin, I have dehydrated skin, which is a difference. You live in Florida, couldn't imagine wearing any other foundation aside from Face and Body. See, she lives in Florida, and it's humid AF in Florida. So you can still wear Face and Body because it's a long-wearing formula. It may not be waterproof. I still believe that it's water resistant, even though it has no claims. I think that the pros, you know, we still use this. It's kind of gorgeous. It holds up well. But, and I use this on my legs, and it does not transfer onto my clothes. I just use it straight up, and that's it, and I call it a day. And my clothes never have makeup on them. Don't go wearing white, you know, but I mean, if it's just for light wear, you know, when you're shorts and you're looking all cute, this is perfect. But what was I saying? I totally got distracted. Don't get caught up in the words. I totally lost my train of thought, but don't get caught up in the words. Don't get caught up in the marketing aspect of cosmetics, because in reality, if you really want to know what's in your products, you really do have to look up the ingredients and Google it, and Google what each ingredient is designed to do within cosmetics. You'll notice if you look at all, like for example, Olay, if you really take a step and you look at every ingredient inside of the products, and you know that Olay section is gigantic. Look at the ingredients. They're not that far off from each other. They're not. But you have the replenishing cream and the moisturizing cream and the hydrating cream and the acidic cream, when really it's all just a cream. And if you don't look at the ingredients on the back of the packaging, you're not going to know. You're just going to go, oh God. And you know, and they use these tactical words to make you think that it does more than what they actually do. Like when you see the words like, you know, it diminishes the appearance of fine lines. Diminishes the appearance of fine lines. We don't do shit. And you're thinking, oh, if I use this product, my wrinkles are gonna go away. And they bank on it, and a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it got rid of my wrinkles. No, It only diminishes the appearance of your fine lines. It doesn't get rid of them. Do you see it? When you use this product, it'll gloss over them, but they'll still be there, you know? But they use these smart words and these key words that makes you think like, oh, I need it. I need this. And then you start to rethink your entire process of makeup. So I suggest try stepping out of your box and looking at the packaging and going, okay, what are the ingredients in this product? What is it gonna do for my skin? You might scare yourself when doing that too. You never use primer except for eyeshadow primer. Same with never had an issue with my makeup not lasting. Yeah, same thing too. I've never had an issue with my foundation wiping off my face. Granted, I've gone to Disneyland where I'm sweating my ass off, and yeah, sure, it starts to fade off. But what do you expect? You know, you don't want makeup to be, you know, spackle. You don't want that on your skin. It's not healthy for your skin. You need your skin to breathe. So using a foundation that is moldable in that way is good. So don't get caught up, you know, and YouTube, another reason why I like YouTube, I kind of hesitate because, you know, everyone hones in, even with me, and I get messages, hate comments, I get all this stuff constantly. And people get so caught up in every little individual word that I say, and they'll twist it and they'll go, wait a minute, and it's like, there is no solid answer in makeup. I don't know if you're kind of getting that now, kind of based on what some of the questions that I've had to answer here. I don't know if you understand that now. Like, there really is no one and done product. There never will be. There never will be that one product that you're gonna go, this changed my life, and you're gonna stay that way. It always changes. There's always new technology. There's always an answer to something. There's always a way for something. There are multiple ways to get the exact same look. I could do this exact same look using completely different foundations, and I'll have the exact same result. I can use a full coverage foundation and yet still get this exact same result. Just depends on the techniques and the tools that you use, you know? So I think I'm gonna start to say this in every video that I do. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Even though I've been doing this for well over a decade, there are still things that I could never tell you. And even for myself, it's like, this is not the final answer. There will never be a final answer. There's always going to be something that's going to change the game. There's always going to be something, you know. Unfortunately, that's why the makeup industry, the beauty industry is so rich. They're good at what they do because they're good at selling you fluff. And we're good at buying it. Present company included. I see some stuff that I know is fluff, it's bullshit, but I still buy it because I'm like, let's see what it does on my skin for science. So I hate to go off on a super like preachy tangent, but you guys need to know that. Like, there are so many YouTubers that are like, oh my god, this is the best palette, you guys, and it's better than anything ever before, and it's the only thing you'll ever need. And it's just like, I see a bunch of YouTubers that I'm like, you guys gotta quit that shit. You gotta quit it. And that's why on YouTube, I never give anyone like a complete final answer. I just say try things for yourself, because you just, you know, I can't say never. I mean, I do like to suggest products, but it's hard because I hesitate doing it on here because people like hone in on my words so much here on YouTube. But YouTube is savage. Like, I can tell you everything on Periscope and everyone's like, okay, I'll try that. We'll give it a go. Whereas here on YouTube, for whatever reason, people are like, Lana said that if I tried this specific product, it was supposed to work. And it's like, whoa, hold on a minute. Wait a minute, that's not what I said. I just said this may work for you. I'm also selling you on keywords. May, might, we'll see. So, careful. Okay, let's set this off. Let's finish this look, shall we? I'm going to use the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. There are a lot of setting sprays out there that you can use. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. I do like the Cover FX Illuminating Spray. This gives you an extra luminizing shine. But to be honest, I'm illuminated enough. I'm illuminated enough. That's enough. Do you guys want to see it? I'll actually let you guys decide. Do you guys want me to show you? You're not going to see any results with this. This one does have more of a shine factor Let me know what you guys want. But these are different kinds of setting sprays. You have the Illuminizer, you have the All-Nighter setting spray, which is more of a tack value. This is going to give you more of a longevity with your makeup, whereas this will set your makeup, but it gives you more of like a shine. It's just more of a glamorous product. And then you have things like the Fix Plus, which is my die-hard product. This is like a versatile product for everything. But today I'll do, there's even the Tarte Ready Set Radiant. This is more of a skin mist. I didn't use this prior. I use this before makeup. It's nice. Let me see. This is what I like about you. I've been subscribed to your channel for a few years. And since you reviewed an airbrush foundation system. Oh, the Boleto, I think. That was a good little product. Where the heck is my Boleto? What did I do with it? I think I gave that away. Oh, but thank you, Britt. You should try a product your followers recommend. Could be a video series. Yeah. Do you see my hesitation? I'm all like, do you know most of my followers? It depends on where my followers are coming from, though. My Periscopers, you guys are cool. Not to say that no one else is cool, but my Periscopers are cool because they get it. They're a little more educated as far as like knowing the difference between fluff and not fluff. However, YouTube has a mixture of the same people, like you guys, and the mixture of people that are like, are you gonna review Shape Tape or what? Where's your Shape Tape video? How come we haven't done a Shape Tape? And I was like, how come you haven't? Shut up. You want to see yet another Shape Tape video? I can't. I really can't. And I refuse. I don't need that. I don't need that product in my life. I really don't. There's no way that my clients would ever let me use that on them. So, no. That's why I'm like, my followers will suggest things that I would never use. And to be honest, when I'm doing something, let's use Shape Tape, for example. If I were to use it the way I would want to use it, do you know what would happen on YouTube? People would go, you're not even using it right. Do you even know what you're doing? You don't even know how to do makeup. That's exactly what would happen. I've used makeup, like for example, the It Cosmetics video that I did. I've used it in many different ways because in the pro world, we use things outside of the box. We get creative, we're artists. And so I pushed that makeup into doing different things with different products to see what it can do, to see how it can handle. I got more hate on that video than anything. People said that I had no idea how to use foundation. I had to delete so many comments off that video. They're like, you don't know what you're doing. And I was like, really, dude? I can't with you people. So that's what I deal with on YouTube. It's like, okay. FYI, face and body lasts all night of legs and lots after dancing. Nice. I use it a lot on girls for prom and weddings, as I do for my brides for legs. You don't have to set it, but I use Urban Decay All Nighter Spray just to make sure it doesn't budge. So what do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to just finish it off with this, call it a night, or do you want to see what this Cover FX looks like? I'll let you guys choose my setting spray. Cover FX or UD? UD. I like this one. Normally for the pool, I would use this one because this will last a little bit longer. But if you guys want to see the look of this Cover FX illuminating spray, just to see what it looks like, I can show you. It just makes my face look a lot more shinier. Just because you haven't seen it? Okay. One person. We'll do Cover FX. Like, oh, maybe I'll spray the final with Urban Decay. You've never seen Cover FX? Okay. All right. So here's the deal with Cover FX. Pro and con. I'll give you a pro and con about this specific product. And a little tip. With the Cover FX setting sprays, you have to shake them. Do you have to shake this one? No. Oh, you can't. Yeah, you do. Okay, so maybe with this one too. Oh, I've never shaken this one. Shaken? Whatever. With Cover FX, you do have to shake them because a lot of the ingredients within the product, they start to separate. So you have to mix them to make sure you're getting the entire content. The con of this product is the fact that when you spray it, I don't like the smell and I feel like I'm breathing in chemical. So I have to hold my breath with this one because I don't like the smell. I feel like it's weird. So I spray it in one spot and then I look away to get rid of it because when I inhale it, for whatever reason, I don't like it personally. I have people that are like, what are you talking about? I don't even smell anything. It's just me. I'm one of those smell people. If I could smell something from a mile away. So there's that. So that's my personal con. You may not have an issue with it, but that's just me. If you're one of those people who's sensitive to smells, you'll notice that. The pro about this product is it's not like this typical sprays that you would use, like the Fix Plus and the Urban Decay. This spray comes out like a mist. It evenly disperses so beautifully that it's like, oh, okay. I'm getting comments. I'll get to them right now. So, yeah, but I don't, I use this more as an effects spray, much like what the name suggests, cover effects. As far as the setting value and holding makeup together, personally, I've never had great results as far as holding the makeup in place. Not like Urban Decay or Skindinavia, So, well, they're essentially the same product. By the way, did you know that? Skindinavia, which is like $40,000 a bottle, made Urban Decay this formula, and it's so much cheaper, and it's essentially the same thing. Just saying. Skindinavia, I love you. You guys like my photos all the time, but what? What? I got things to do and buy. Yikes. All right, let's do this. Do you see how lightweight that mist was? Okay. Yeah, I'm a smell person. I can't. But here we go. Does it show? Oh yeah. I don't know if this shows a lot here. Oh yeah, it does show. So it just gives a luminosity to your skin, even more than what you've had before. So you may like it, you may not. Let me look at the comments real quick. Okay, so that cover effects get mixed reviews. Oh, well, and there you have it. LOL, do you have recommendation for the dark circles? Your suggestion of the matte concealer in the pot 10 years ago has been my holy grail, but I'm worried it might be too thick soon with fine lines. Oh, you're talking about the full coverage concealer? Ooh, that stuff was good. You know what you can do? One of my favorite things to do is to take that same pot concealer, the full coverage concealer, and like I said, with the versatility of this product. Ooh. So, scoop out a little bit, just a little bit, put on a palette, and then spray your brush or spray the concealer, and then just kind of liquidize it with the Fix Plus, and then use it. So if you love that concealer, but you're afraid of it being too thick for the under eye area, get yourself some Fix Plus. And Fix Plus came out with the MAC formula. I must have it. I gotta reach out to MAC and be like, so try using Fix Plus. That way you can still use your favorite concealer, but it's not gonna be as thick and cakey. So I still use full coverage concealer on my clients for television, and that I like it a lot. Hi Lana, you program is a perfect. Monterey, more Monterey. Oh, is it the same person from yesterday? Hi, thanks, I appreciate it. Your eye structure is very similar to mine. Yeah, so my eye structure, I get the creasing, I get the nonsense underneath my eye. It is what it is. That's just life. There's nothing on the market that would stop my under eyes from creasing. But what I do find is that when I use too much product underneath my eye, that's when it gets really, really bad. So what you do is when you apply your products, sometimes, it's very rare when I do it to myself, I do it to my clients. This is an old school trick. A lot of people roll their eyes at this trick. They think that I'm nuts. But I like to use, this is really weird, obviously wipe it off and stuff. I like to use this part of the brush. The Smith brushes, they have a little bit of antibacterial property to them. So you can use a Smith brush too. So this is what I would do. I swear, when I say this to people, they go, what? And I kid you not, this works. This just works somehow. But every time I say this to people, they look at me like, you're fucking nuts. So you apply whatever, and for whatever reason, if you still have this weird situation with creasing, You take the back of the brush, place it here, and roll it like that. And it just takes off that extra layer of concealer that you don't need. Obviously, again, if you're using it on clients, wipe it down, clean it and stuff. But by rolling the brush underneath your eye, it just gets rid of that excess formula that doesn't need to be there. And for whatever reason, the creasing subsides significantly. I know that is crazy, and I know that pros that are watching my channel are gonna probably message me, as some of you do, to school me. And some of you have your opinions, which is fantastic. I'm entitled to mine. It works. Listen, sometimes you step out of the box and you do some really funky ass shit. This is one of the funky things that I do that seems to work for me and my technique. So take it with a grain of salt. I will say this will go up on YouTube. I can only imagine the comments that I'm gonna get later on about this damn scope. Oh, God. Good idea, you're gonna try that. Yeah, I mean, you know, if it's for yourself, you know, swipe off the end of the brush with a, you know what I use as a holy grail? There's these guys right here. Go to CVS, get some rubbing alcohol wipes. Make sure it's 70% alcohol. There's a huge debate about this, but you guys, 70% alcohol is what's going to kill the bacteria, especially when you're cleaning your kits. Do not use 99% or 91%. The alcohol content is way too high and evaporates way too fast to disinfect products. So if you want to disinfect, use the 70%. Am I saying the right word? Disinfect, not sanitize. Oh, God. Use 70%. I'm going to get blown up for using the wrong word. Watch. God, it's a long time since I've cracked open my esthetician book, but this is what you want to use, 70% to disinfect your stuff. Not sanitization and not sterilization. Definitely not sterilization. Disinfect or sanitize. Shit. I'm gonna get shit for that. I know it. To clean your kit. To clean your kit and to clean your stuff, please use 70%. There. Done. You see how I have to watch what I say on YouTube? It's so weird for me. But anyway, let's continue on. So this is the complete look. And as you can see, my skin is most definitely not the color of my face. And oh, you could barely tell on YouTube because I'm looking at my video chat right now and it doesn't, well, yeah, you can see a difference. Look at that color difference. What? But this here looks natural. You can still see my veins. You can still see my skin. You can see the lighter tones of my skin, the darker tones of my skin. It looks natural. It looks like I have a natural tan. So if this is something that you really do like, this is a fantastic solution. Instead of going out in the sun and trying to get that color, you know, maybe if you are just, you know, I wish I can go tanning real quick, but I don't have time to go somewhere or I want to pay for it. Invest in a bottle of this stuff and you already have the solution, you know. Mix this with all of your other products. You know, it'll break it down a little bit, but mix it and you could totally make it work, you know. It's very clean. People need to get their heads out of their asses if that upsets anyone. I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there are so many people that harbor on every word that I say that even I'm like, dude, take a chill pill, man. I'm way too California for this. I can't. You're going to try that? Yay. You've been Okay, so let me go back up. I will try. Use an Urban Decay Peach Color Corrector with a thin brightening one on top. Color corrector works. You know, I very rarely use color corrector. What is this? Scorched? Yeah. Oh, hello, Scorched. Ooh, this is just for a fun pop. Hello, Urban Decay. I very rarely use color corrector. I just deal with it a lot of the times. But I don't have the major darkness like a lot of people do. So color corrector is vital. So when you use the color corrector and then your concealer on top of it, then you can use that brush roll trick. You know. You remind me so much of Eva Mendes. Aw, thanks! She's my cousin. People usually go, really? No. I wish. That'd be kind of dope. I've heard that before though, that I remind people of Eva Mendes. I guess the way that I look and stuff, which makes me feel really glad because then that means I can score a guy like, what's his name? Chris Evans? No. Oh, that's fail. Fail on my part. There goes the score. It's Ryan Gosling. Oh my God. Ryan Gosling, not Chris Evans. I was like, that's not his name. What's his name? Gosling. Yes. Thank you. Oh, you know, imagine if I lose the weight. Oh, yes, darling. Give it to me now. Okay, so that, ooh, hello. This is what I used yesterday too. This is extra. Okay. So this, I just threw on whatever. So I have Scorched lipstick by Urban Decay. This is from the Heat collection. I swear, everything from the Heat collection is my jam. The eyeshadows, the lipsticks. I got every color of lipstick by the Heat collection because I love it all. So, Scorched, fantastic. Love. And this is new to me. This is a gift for me from a friend. This is Incredible. And I don't know where you get this brand from. I don't know. But if you Google it, you will find it. This color is called Mermaid Tantrums. Yesterday I called it Mermaid Screams. So now if I ever have a collection with any brand, I would call something Mermaid Screams. And this gives a super beautiful gold and more of a pink, like a rosy sparkle, like a sheer gloss on top of your lips. And this is really pretty because it kind of goes with the look. So yes, you guys, we're gonna call this done. And I don't want to wash my face. I'm gonna have to because I got a shower. It's time to get clean. But this is a great look. Again, if you want to tan. Can I lower this a little bit? Can I alter this in a way where, hold on, I gotta watch for the lag. There you go. So you can't really tell that I'm that much darker, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it looks natural. Do you know what I mean? That's all what it's about, is making yourself look darker. Oh yeah, look, I just saw me moving my clothes out of the way. That's a difference. So I gave myself a tan without using a dark foundation. Do you know what I mean? And Face and Body is the perfect solution for giving yourself that sun-kissed glow without having to go through the whole process of tanning. So I hope this was educational for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this live tutorial, I suppose you would call it. Let me know if you like me going live, because I will probably do this more. I feel more comfortable with lives, believe it or not, than just having to film a video. Why am I setting this? I'm gonna take a shower. Instead of having to film a video, I do like to go live because it's easier for me to talk to you guys and to be myself. Because videos sometimes, like, I edit out so much because I don't like videos that have a lot of nonsense chit chat. I can't. Just get to the point and show me what to do. So I have to cut out so much. Yes, okay, woohoo! So then I'll make it a point to show up live again. I will also try my best to give you guys a heads up so that you guys that are watching the replay, you want to be a part of the live, I'll let you guys know. I'll have to schedule my lives. Maybe I'll do one sometime again later this week to maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday. Maybe I'll schedule one. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my live. I do appreciate you guys being here. I do appreciate all of the support and the love and the follows and the likes and all that other nonsense. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I'm pretty sure if you're already here, you already are, and I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna get going. So I'm gonna have to put a mirror behind my phone so I can see exactly where the end button is. That's right here, I think. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye, everyone. If I can reach it. Yes. Okay.